Hello, I'm Product Specialist Daniel, and I'm going to update you with the newest market trend and InnoDisk product. Here is our agenda today. I will start with NAND flash market trend, then move on to flash product solutions, including IoT SSD, InnoEdge, and our NVMe models. Okay, this is the overview of the flash market right now. So due to the strong demands from enterprise sectors such as data centers, price of 3D TLC NANDs had been predicted to go up 10% in the first quarter of 2020, then a stable 5% increase per quarter throughout this year, making a total 10 to 15% price uptrend. However, due to the outbreak and the uncertain impact levels of coronavirus, fluctuations in price trend can be predicted. As for technology advancement, Kaisha, our key supplier, had provided us with customer sample of 96 layers Big 4 NAND recently, and we are verifying NAND quality as we speak. Samples of our Big 4 models can be supplied in Q2 2020. 112 layers of Big 5 NAND is being developed, and early stage samples should be ready by late 2020 or early 2021. Micron's 96 layers ES samples will be provided in late Q2 2020 and scheduled to MP in Q4 2020. Generally speaking, all suppliers are pushing to reach mass productions of 92 or 96 layers of NAND, then move to 112 or 128 layers NAND sampling shortly by later this year. For InnoDisk NAND strategy, SLC and MLC NAND will be supported with 24nm process node SLC and 15nm process node MLC NAND. Big 3 NAND is still the most stable 3D solutions when it comes to industrial usage such as wide temperature range as well as longevity support. However, consumer, also known as standard temperature Big 3 NAND, will be EOL'd first after the mass producing of Big 4 NAND. In the next part, I will introduce you with our flash product solution update. First, IoT SSD InnoEdge. In the age of IoT, a lot of challenges lies ahead, including security, management, and daily maintenance. Statistically speaking, a small business spent around 6.4% of its annual revenue on IT-related expenses. Also, 80% of IT costs comes after the initial purchases, meaning maintenance is actually very costly. Lastly, an employee spends averagely 30 minutes a week in attempting to fix device problems. After listening to above problems that may occur in daily work environment, you may think, why haven't someone figured out certain solutions to cope with all this? Actually, they do. Smart engineers came out with a method years ago called OOB to gain more centralized and effective measures to manage IT infrastructures. OOB stands for out of band, which means in contrast to more traditional management method that operates under OS, operating systems, such as software. OOB allows IT personnel to communicate directly with hardware. With OOB, as long as there are power and internet, IT personnel can always gain control without physically going to the site. However, OOB solutions are not very cost-effective and require special designed hardware and firmware for onboard BMC microcontrol unit to implement. So all these difficulties brings out our main topic today, InnoEdge SSD. InnoEdge is the first hybrid SSD which is capable of providing out-of-band management without system redesign with its embedded Microsoft IoT microcontrol unit, Azure Sphere. On this page, you can see the features InnoEdge provides. First of all, the remote management capability. With Azure Sphere and its embedded OS, customer can now perform remote recovery of OS regardless of OS type and platforms as long as they are power and working internet. Also, InnoEdge SSD can link to the internet via both Wi-Fi and Ethernet to provide flexibility. OS recovery is not all. InnoEdge is designed with various extended I/Os such as GPIO, UART, and SPI, making InnoEdge a potential IoT information gathering hub with its own secure connection to the cloud. Lastly, data security. In InnoDisk, we understand the value of data. InnoEdge provides various ways to ensure data security, including AES encryptions and remote triggerable quick erase, secure erase, and destroy functions. This is the structures of how user can communicate with InnoEdge SSD through Azure Cloud Services. The information on local device can be collected and sent through Azure Sphere to Azure Cloud Services and shown to user by InnoDisk Web Services, making data collections easy and timely. As for design overlook, you can see that to customer system, InnoEdge behave exactly as a normal storage device. However, through communications between Azure Sphere and our SSD controller, key health informations and command can be conveyed and executed. On this page, you can see the InnoEdge dashboard located in Azure Cloud. First, you can see that there are out-of-band management sections, providing commands such as AES key management, quick erase, write protect, and also OS backup and recovery trigger. On the second part, you can see OTA services sections. These sections provide the update authentications and connectivity management to the device. Thirdly, you can see SSD predictions and management. This part, we extract the health informations on the disk so you can have a better understanding of how individuals' disks are doing. On this page, you can see the spec of our current InnoEdge solutions models. They come in two form factors. We got 2.5-inch SATA SSD as well as M.2 2280. So here we have a quick recap of what we like to provide with InnoEdge SSD. First of all, we have security in mind. We create secure data transmission channels. Secondly, it is easy and simple to deploy InnoEdge SSD. All of the function base are hardware levels, so there will be no extra software or firmware redesign. Thirdly, increase availability. InnoEdge support out-of-band management to all kinds of platforms and OS systems. Lastly, reduced time to market. With heavy integrations with Microsoft Azure services, most of the functions are ready to be used. So this part, we are going to introduce you with the PCIe solutions. On this page, you can see the overall plans of our NVMe solutions. We provide from Gen 3x2 to Gen 4x4 solutions, and they are divided into different models. Also, they come in all different types of form factors, including the traditional M.2, 2242, 2280, OQ-Link DOM, and the CF Express. In addition, U.2 form factor are also in development. As for schedules, all our Gen 3x2 solutions are already mass-produced. As for Gen 3x4, our current 3TG3-P series is in NP phase already. For 3TE6 and 3TG6-Ps, engineering samples will be ready by late Q1, early Q2. Lastly, Gen 4x2 and Gen 4x4 solutions, which are 4TE and 4TG-Ps, will be sample ready by later this year. For InnoDisk NVMe Gen 3x2 solutions, the models are 3ME2, 3IE2, and 3TE2. They are all DRAM-less design with the sustained performance of 1300 and 700 megabytes per second. Wide temperature is achievable, and they are all with AES 256-bit encryption capability. MLC models and 3D TLC models are all in mass production phase, and iCells are provided in certain models. As for form factors, DRAM-less Gen 3 by 2 comes in multiple form factors, such as M.2 2242, 2280, Type B CF Express card, and OQ Link Zone. For our PCIe Gen 3 by 4 series, here are some of the features provided in 3T6 and 3T-G3-P. First, I'd like to talk about 3T6 features. It is a Gen 3 by 4 solutions with NVMe 1.3 protocol compliant. It is a 4-channel DRAM-less design to ensure stable performance. 3T6 adopts Big 3 as well as Big 4 NANDs and comes in form factors of 2242 and 2280s. In 2280s, wide temperature capacity can be as high as 1 terabyte, as standard temperature can go up to 2 terabytes. In the case of 2242, the top capacity will be divided by half compared to 2280s. TCG OPPO 2.0, AES 256-bit encryptions, and iSLC features will be provided later in Q2 this year. Also, dynamic SLC cache is implemented to provide top performance. Here you can see the test result of 1 terabyte capacity in standard room temperatures. For CDM, the sequential read and write performance can go up to 2 gigabytes per second and 1.5 gigabytes per second. As for random rewrite, performance can go up to 128K IOPS and 91K IOPS in random write. On the right, you can see the stable performance by AIDA64 test. The top write can reach 1700 megabytes per second, while the average sustainable write can go up to 681 megabytes per second. On this page, you can see the sustained performance comparison between 3T6 with 4-channel 4C compositions and other solutions with also 4-channel 4C compositions. The stable performance can reach as high as 1100 megabytes per second in room temperature. On our last page, InnoDisk 3T-G3-Ps. This is a solutions with PCIe Gen 3 by 4 capability and also NVMe 1.3 compliant. It is with 8 channels with DRAM designed to maximize performance. It comes in M.2 2280 form factors and goes up to 2 terabytes. With Fortismax 3D NAND, we can provide higher endurance up to 2 terabytes. As for wide temperature scenarios, Fortis Industrial NAND can go up to 1 terabyte. TCG OPPO 2.0, AES 256, and iCells are all in development and scheduled to provide by late Q2 2020. Dynamic SLC is being enabled with 15% capacity to boost the initial performance. Okay, and this is the Q1 QBR, and thank you for your time.